My grandpa recently told me a story about a night he took his dog for a walk. He used to have a small Boston Terrier named Sherry, whom he named after an old friend who had passed away. My grandpa lives on a farm about 2 hours away from us, and there's not much that goes on there. He lives there with his wife Mary. They got married about 15 years ago. Every day, Mary would take the dog for a walk in the morning, and Grandpa would do the same in the evening. On a regular walk during sunset, my grandpa was walking Sherry down the usual dirt path that ran along the woods next to their property. Grandpa passed by another person on the trail, and Sherry instinctively barked and pulled toward the stranger like most dogs do. Grandpa said hello to the stranger, who was wearing a hoodie with its hood up. The stranger ignored my grandpa's greeting and walked past him without even batting an eye. So Grandpa and the dog kept walking. Sherry kept looking back every so often and barking. However, my grandpa was able to shush her and yank at the leash to keep her walking. Eventually, Grandpa turned around to see what Sherry could be barking at. The stranger who had passed by a few minutes earlier was stalking him from behind a tree in the near distance. Grandpa decided to pick up the pace as fast as possible. At his old age, he always carries pepper spray in his big coat pocket just in case. He was getting closer to the house when suddenly he heard the crunching of leaves inches behind him. Before he could turn, he felt the warmth of a glove cover his mouth and nose, preventing him from screaming or breathing. Grandpa says he could hear Sherry barking and biting at the stranger, which might have helped loosen the man's grip a little. Grandpa struggled to grab the pepper spray from his pocket, but when he did, he sprayed it at least 10 times and continued spraying it even after the man let go and started to scream. He then ran as fast as he could back to the house. Fortunately, he was perfectly okay.